Yeah. It's a Boogie Live.
You already know.
I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a king.
It's that nigga store.
And you are too.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the BOE Boogie Live show with another segment with the LRT Living Room Talk with my co-host in the building, CeCe. What's good, baby?
What's good?
Man, I just noticed that there's a lot of people out here who feel entitled. Let's talk about entitlement. People who are entitled to things and entitled to people, and you don't own anybody. So, my question to you is, do you feel a person or a group or people or a couple, whatever, are entitled to another person's things or belongings if you're only dating them? You're not in a relationship or married to them, but you are just dating them maybe 4 months, 6 months, or even 2 months, whatever.
I don't know why I should be entitled to something that I didn't earn. Why should I do that? Because
But do people really think that?
yes, people do think that. Like, oh, this is my man. I'm entitled to his home. I'm entitled to his money. I'm entitled to this.
Right.
But
right.
what? You don't live there. You just a fly-by chick. You just come by, brush your teeth, and go home.
God, damn, a fly-by chick. Not even a person that's considering to be a wifey.
Nah.
You are a fly-by chick.
Yes, because you don't. If he didn't give you the keys, why?
So pretty much you're saying get your own shit.
Yes. Why you should be entitled to some man stuff? Ain't you independent? Don't you got a job?
Good point. What do you feel has been a lot of people's notions or beliefs that they can say or feel this way? To those that's entitled, why do you think they can feel this way? What leverage or what thought process you think they go through in their mind to make them feel like, yeah, I can ask a man to give me this money or ask this woman to give me her money, and they not even married to each other? Or anything like that?
You should not even think that. Because if you already making your own money, if you have a job and making your own money, then you don't need to ask a man for money. Especially if you had I guess when they don't have a father figure in their life to teach them how to be independent, you don't have to ask a man, or you don't have to give that type of
understand,
like give that type of control that, oh, this money is mine because he's with me and everything like that. Then you're gonna act that.
That's a whole
you're
different
gonna
story.
act that way towards any type of relationship if you.
And that's how you become entitled. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be a bum.
Don't be a fly by.
Don't be a fly chick. Yeah, fly by. Don't be a fly by chick or a fly by chick by night. Either way, don't be a bum.
Don't be one.
So that being stated, when it comes down to relationships goals, I feel like there's so many new ways of looking at relationships nowadays. A lot of people into the poly world. There's a lot of people who are into. It's just too deep.
There's a lot of things that everybody's into.
You have transsexuals who are actually attracted to straight women.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep to me because I never thought I would see a man who wants to be a woman, dressed like a woman, but still wants to be with a woman. I've seen that before. That's very unique.
Ooh.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. No disrespect to anyone's minds and preferences.
No.
Just don't quite get it. But yes, I mean, overall, what do you feel the dynamics of dating nowadays? What do you think it should be like? Do you think courting a woman nowadays is still sufficient and still official, or do you feel like that's played out to take a woman out on dinners and dates and treat her right? Or you think that's...
To me, it should be like a 50-50 thing. Like, first date, I understand because you ask her out and stuff like that, and you pay for meal. But then the second date, you don't always have to pay for shit. Come on.
Okay.
A guy,
all right. We talking about equal opportunity.
A guy don't always have to pay for shit when they going on the second or third date.
She said, don't deal with a broke woman. Like someone who's selfish.
Yeah, it is, because then they looking like, okay, for your rest of your life, you have to pay for it. Like, nah. Once y'all go on your first and second date, I understand the first and second date. But once you hit the third date, nah. You have to say, listen, I'm going to take you out.
Pretty much. That's what it sounds like. So that being stated, what do we do to people who are looking for relationships but don't know how to allow themselves to attract what they want. Like I always tell women all the time and guys, you are what you attract. A lot of women and men say, oh, there's not a lot of good women out there.
God.
There's not a lot of good men out there. And I say there are a lot of good people. But we have a lot of notions of imaginations on what we all feel, what would be a good fit for us. So what do you suggest a good idea of men and women who are single, who would like to date and potentially get married? What ideas or suggestions or advice would you give them rather?
Because, like, marriage is a big step to go into. Because
Right.
now it's not just only one, it's two of y'all. And y'all, everything got to be equal. And it's hard for females to give up their stuff. And sometimes it's hard for males to give up their stuff as well.
Right.
Now it's like to be in that type of situation, y'all have to understand a lot of things for each other. If y'all gonna move in, make sure you move in before y'all get married.
Right.
Because now you know who the real person that y'all marrying to.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Now you
pretty
gotta
much.
realize that, like, you can't just say, okay, I'm gonna marry you, and then y'all get married, and then y'all didn't live with each other for like 6 months or a year or whatever to understand who y'all really are.
Dating. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So my thing is this. I feel like you're supposed to attract what you
Yeah.
want. Like if you want this 6-figure guy
God.
who's smart and handsome and dressed well, very mannerable, or whatever you think he's supposed to look like in your brain, you have to be a part of that.
You can't be ghetto. Come on. If you try to attract that type of girl, you cannot be ghetto because they're not going to look at you like that.
Nah. You're not value. You're not a high value woman or high value man. Me, I feel like, for me personally, I think it's all bullshit. I feel like you attract who you are. So if, like today, you could change. You could evolve into a different person every few days, right? So for example, if you want to attract a hood booger, then you're going to dress like a hoodlum. You're going to be a nigga, talking the craziness. But if you are trying to approach that next level as a gentleman, you want to speak with certain quality, dress like with some type of quality, have a certain intelligence, and engage into a topic that can be very intellectually attractive, then you got to be a part of that circle. I feel like a lot of men and women expect a lot from a partner, and they don't even have the qualities to offer that same thing in return.
That's true.
That's why. So when Cece mentioned equality, I feel like that's where the equality really comes in. It's like we both give and take. We both wash each other's hand. One hand washes the other concept. I feel like at that point, I think y'all should be able to know how to come as a unit. You meet me halfway, I meet you halfway, we come together. That's my opinion. But I don't think no one should just go off for someone's status. Like, oh, you got a car and you got a big house and you got $1 million. That's what's going to get me to keep you. Or that's what's going to make me want to be attracted to you. I think that should be a part of it. But most of y'all motherfuckers out here on social media world are very shallow.
Oh Lord!
And you wonder why a lot of marriages deflate.
They fail.
They don't make a lot of women and men like a Denzel and his wife. They don't make a lot of women and men like Obama and Michelle.
Yeah.
They don't make a lot of men and women who are in a sense of understanding how to give and take, how to play their role. Everyone has a role. No one is greater than the other. Everyone is equal because they know how to do their roles. A lot of people now are into the mindset of the Me Too movements, or I'm independent, or I am going to do it my way because I know how to get my money, and that's fine. Get it. And then you got the ones who are the moochers, the bums.
Yeah.
The bums. We don't want the bums.
No, we don't.
So, what do you feel? What's the top 3 things from a woman perspective, CC? You think women look for that you think is important? You hear all the time. What's the main things?
Though to me, because some women is different. You got the ghetto woman, and then you got the classy. No, you got 3 types: the ghetto, the classy, and the high class.
Okay. The high class.
Yes,
okay.
because those are.
Is that the bougie
Yes,
ones?
they are. They the bougie ones.
The bougie ones. Okay.
Because they always looking for some guy, the bougie ones always looking for some guy that makes an 8-figure
And
and
better.
better. Yes.
Gotcha.
Have that well dressed, groomed, looking nice with suits and everything like that. Have their own house, have their business and everything like that. And then you have the little high class. They looking for the simple guys. They have their job, they have their little apartment, and then they have their little car and stuff like that. As long as they have a job, making their money.
We good. Right.
And then you have the ghetto ones.
The ghettos.
They don't care what kind of nigga you are. They just want.
they just want a bus pass.
They
want a bus pass and some Skittles.
And they just want you to take them to Applebee's. That's all.
That's it. 2 for $20, nigga. 2 for $20.
God.
That's all they want. 2 for $20. Everybody want to go to Applebee's.
They don't care if you living with your mama or whatever.
Nothing.
You sharing room. You got roommates. They don't care about that.
Can we eat?
Basically, that's what it is.
But I feel like out of those categories, I feel like there's like at least one more category.
Which one is that?
And those are the women who actually was raised right, who's spiritually inclined, who has a good moral sensibility, who actually cooks and cleans.
That's the
and
independent woman.
I feel like no. I actually feel like those are the ones. Are the wifey, the ones that know how to cook and clean, that actually has an education.
I mean, that's the independent woman.
The one that actually don't mind cooking and cleaning for their man. I feel like that's more of a caterer. I'm not talking about the ones who do everything themselves. And
No. Like
they don't need a man.
Not like that. Not like that type of way. I'm just like the independent women that is like they would do above and beyond for their man.
Beyond for their man.
No matter
Facts.
what, they will cook, clean, make sure that he's eating, make sure
I agree.
the house is clean and everything. Not they slave.
Yeah. It's a boogie life.
You already know.
I'm a king. Yeah, I'm a king.
Shot nigga store.
And you are too.
Facts.
I'm a king.
I'm a goddamn king.
I'm a king.
I'm a king.
Yeah.
What you motherfuckers me? Murder on the beats, sipping shit. Lyrically, we spitting the heat. I'm a king, rising to the top. Ain't nobody stopping me. My mind is blown.